Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pseudos Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today is day 3 of my Hobby Lobby review of different yarns. Today is I Love This Yarn Super Soft Super Savings Print. Now they did change this from print to ombre, because when I clicked, I double checked to make sure that they had this still available, even though this color has been discontinued. As you can see, the lovely orange 75% off sticker. The price is still the same, $4.99. Right now, this week, the yarn at Hobby Lobby is 30% off, so it's $3.49 a skein. The only thing I don't know is if the quantity of the yardage or size, like weight of the yarn, is any different. They don't let you see that information, and I don't see it listed either. So, as I mentioned here, I did get this from the 75% off sale. This was from this year's sale. So you probably saw this when I unbagged it if you've seen that video. I will link that in Friday's video, or I can link it in today's video too, if you want to see my unbagging from that shopping trip. Alright, so this does include a free pattern, and I'm wondering if it's actually this, the hexagon blanket, because I actually have a free pattern for this too. But we'll see. After I do a swatch and everything, I'll check the band to see if this is what the pattern is. So this one here is Deep Sigh for the color name. There's the lot number. Made in Turkey. And this is from the Oklahoma City, Oklahoma warehouse. If you're a knitter, it does recommend 5mm knitting needles. If you're a crocheter, it recommends 5.5. It recommends a 5.5mm crochet hook. All right. It is 100% acrylic. It's 5 ounces or 142 grams, 252 yards or 230 meters. Now, I really wish Hobby Lobby wouldn't just put the symbols on here, but actually write out the washing instructions, because somebody who really doesn't know what these symbols mean it can be confusing. So this is a 4 medium weight yarn. It is machine washable since there's no hand in here. If it was hand washed, there'd be a hand in the bucket of water here, or basin, or whatever it is. This here means that it's dryable, but no heat, tumble dry. Now, if I'm mistaken on this symbol, you can let me know in the comment section. I'm not going to take offense to it, but I do believe if there's no dot, even no line, that means you can dry it, but there cannot be any heat. So it's just tumbling it until it's dry on its own in the dryer. My best suggestion then, since this is very common with Hobby Lobby yarns, is before you make a big project, make a swatch, wash it, and dry it on low heat for a couple minutes to see and measure it and see if there's a big difference between the two. Sometimes there's not, and sometimes there is. It could shrink up really bad, and it can also pill really bad. This I know is no ironing, and I do believe this is no bleach. This A, I can never remember what this A, I'm going to have to look it up, but A with a circle around it. And then, see, they write out the knitting needles and the crochet hooks, but they only give you symbols for this. And I'm guessing it's because they want to make sure that they have space for everything else. But if they didn't make this so big, they would have space to write this information. Well, other than the medium 4-weight, because that's right there. I mean, all right. So I'm going to attempt to find the center pole. We might have a yarn barf. I don't know. I have a feeling that this is... no, that's the outside. No, I do not want the outside. I do not like working from the outside. I'm just going to wrap that back around. And this is a nice color. I hope you guys can see that. Maybe it's blowing out. I don't know. There we go. It's kind of... So there's like a navy blue, this right here, or a teal. Because it's coming up more blue on my monitor. That doesn't mean it will show more blue to you, but there's like a lot of greens and blues in this mix, and a little bit of white here and there. All right, so let's see. Maybe. Oh, yarn barf. Yarn barf. I guess it's not that bad. All right, so since it recommended a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, I'm going to go ahead and test it out all of the rows with a 5 millimeter. I'm not going to go up to a 6. I have been in yesterday's video with the form weight. I tried the 5.5 and the 6, but for today's video, I'm just going to use the 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Put that one off to the side for now. Oh. Happy Wednesday. I am recording these on Monday afternoon. As if you've seen any of my earlier videos this week, I did not have a chance to do any recording on Sunday. Spent some time with my husband before he had to go back to Pennsylvania for work. Sometimes he just has to travel. It's not always fun and pleasant when he has to do it, but it's got to get done, so. Now I'm going to get the rest of the videos recorded. Well, I should have gotten it recorded on Wednesday. That doesn't mean I did. Alright, come on. There we go. Let's see here. This one would look really cool with the know what stitch. I'm trying to think what stitch would look good with this yarn, because it's variegated. It's not a self-striping. And some some yarns just need that one stitch to make it really stand out in whatever you're making. I don't think I had gotten a lot of this one. There was some of them that I picked up that were just one-ofs, because there's another lady that lives in that area that actually has YouTube as well. Kathy, the AKA Crazy Knitting Nana. She lives in Christiansburg. She lives in that area. And she got to the Hobby Lobby before I did, so she said she left me some stuff, which she did. She didn't take it all, which I was very thankful for, because sometimes you just never know. It's like, and I get it. I'm one not to shop at Hobby Lobby all year round myself, and I just wait for the clearance to come through before I go up there. But I would like to start getting more of their yarn, because their yarn is really nice. All of it's made in Turkey. They're not going to be carrying, as far as everybody knows, and like I said, I haven't been back to mine since I did my shopping from the clearance to see how it's set up now and what kind of products they still carry that are not Hobby Lobby brands. So maybe that's one place I'll get to go to once my husband's done traveling for work. Because I'm trying not to let him drive around a lot when he's home. I mean, there are things we have to do when he gets home, like shopping and things like that. But as far as yarn stores go, that's been put on hold for right now. I'm not even in the frame here. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is that really dark, looks like blue to you. Well, at least me. Is actually green in color. So maybe when it's uploaded, it'll look actually like green. If I only have one of these, I'll probably do something like a hat or a scarf with it. Oh, I might have, no, I would need two at least for a baby blanket. At least two. Because for whatever reason, variegated yarns get less in it than solid or self-striping, I've noticed. Which I guess is okay, but it's like, couldn't you just give us the same amount you give in the solid or self-striping? But they don't. It's not just Hobby Lobby it's like that. It's like that with all the yarn companies that I know of. There's very few of them that have the same amount in the variegated as they do a solid. So, and sometimes the self-striping is even less than the variegated gets. All right. So there's that. Now see how that's so weird that that's picking up blue. On my side, it's green. Let me see. No, that's off. Okay. Yeah, that's so weird that that's picking up blue. Now, I'm going to be saying that, and you guys will be like, what? Why do you say blue? It looks green to us. If it does look green to you, yay. But, yeah, it's green in my hand, but blue on the screen. Like right here, that looks like white or like a really pale blue. That's green. And then where it's really dark, like a navy, that's actually like a teal green. It's so weird. It is so weird. Alright, let's do a row of half double. And then double. And then we'll see. It's nice going through the fingers. I'm not getting any irritation from the yarn, which is a positive. Even though it's 100% acrylic, there are some times when acrylic can be really rough, and this is not one of them. I've also found that a lot of yarns that come from Turkey are not rough as well. I mean, you might find some that are like a certain color that are kind of rougher than others, but that has more to do with the dye that's used on the yarn. Or whatever the process of the dyeing is different because of the color. It makes the yarn rougher. Yeah, if I don't get a blister or dryness between how I'm holding it for my tension, then that's a really good plus. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, I did get the baby blanket done from Offbeat by Universal Yarns. Came out really nice. And I only used a little over 1 cake. So it's pretty good price for how much you can get out of it. Alright, so there's the half double. Let's go ahead and do double. Actually, the 5.5 is working up really nice with this. So, and again, it all depends on what you're making as to what size hook you'll want to use. Because some yarns you might need, or some patterns you might need a smaller hook. Some patterns you might need a larger hook for. I know Bagode, she loves her J hook. Her 6. Which is nothing wrong with that. Some people just favor one hook size over another. Lately, I've been favoring the 5mm crochet hook, even for a 4-weight yarn. But I think it's because it's that slippery, shiny yarn, like Karen Simply Soft. That's why I like to use that one so much, because it doesn't make the stitches too big. That's actually the size that I'm using for Jada Stitches' calendar blanket for this year. Yeah, I really want to make sure I get that finished, because it'll be the first project that I've actually worked on like that before, so that'll be a nice accomplishment. Is anybody else working on the Jada Stitches blanket, a calendar blanket? And if you are you up to July? Are you behind? Are you making more than one? Are you making something else besides a blanket, like a scarf, or using each square and then gonna connect them all together to make a different, a different project? I know she's been coming out with extra ones here and there. I really want to be able to get the one that she did with the paw print, the wedding ring. I mean, she's gotten a lot of them, and not all of them are free. I wish they were, but I understand why they're not, so. Alright, so there's the double. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm trying to show you guys, and I've got it in front of my... I had it nowhere in the camera. I had it up against my other computer screen. Going, look, look, look. No, you can't see that, can ya? Alright, so now it's frogging time. Alright, so there's the single, half double, and then double. Like I said, I really like this one. It's almost like a camo print with the half double. No, the double, because this is all basically one color. Here, a little bit of that. Yeah. I do actually have a few camo colored yarn with the green. Let's see. There we go. All right. Not too bad. Didn't split it all on me, which I was really happy about, because sometimes you just never know. I know acrylics don't tend to split, but they can, just like any other yarn. Alright, so I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. I know I've been pretty generous with a lot of yarns lately, haven't I? Well, you never know. I mean, there could be one day that I just there's one yarn that just does not like me, and I don't like it, to where I don't give it a very high score. Alright, let's see. What kind of pattern is underneath? Is it the hexagon to make a blanket? That's gonna be a lot of yarn to do that. I just know it. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Stained glass hexagon Afghan. Intermediate. Yeah, one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of different colors, and then 2 skeins of black to join. Wow. And it gives you the instructions for how to make each hexagon. I'll just show you guys here. Oh, no, that's got, hold on a second. There we go. So those are, let me see here. Can I get this to? So those are all the colors that they tell you to get. One of each. That's a lot of colors. I mean, you could you could do some serious um oh my gosh, I can't even think of the name of it right this minute. Stash busting. I can think, yeah, stash busting. If you've got enough, I mean, it doesn't seem like you would use more. Let me see here. Oh, da, 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 da. Okay, so it looks like it's only 3 rounds, and you use 3 colors with each one. One for each round. So it doesn't tell you how many you make. That's weird. I guess you could make as many as you want, because the approximate finished size is 54 by 72. And again, they don't have these online. They're free if you purchase the yarn. It's not free if you don't. So that's why I'm trying not to show you guys the full pattern instructions. But I might say, I'm going to probably save this one too. I do have another pattern that I got during the Likely Yarns grand opening sale. They had certain patterns available if you bought certain yarns, and I wound up misreading it, and so I have that yarn that pattern that I can use to just thicker yarn. So all right, well, I hope you all enjoyed today's overview of I Love This Yarn print, even though it's now called ombre print. I love this yarn. I don't know if they actually put ombre on the label now or not. They do have 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. Hold on. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors, and they are denims, iced sugar, sea spray, green camo, and old glory. Those are the only ones available for this line on from Hobby Lobby. All right. Well, if you liked today's video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you like my content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put new content out. Until next time, please stay safe and stay crafty. Have a good one. Bye-bye.